maybe if we can't pay our bills, we're not buying
I'm gonna have to disagree on that one, but
for $1,000 a month. How often were you drunk driving before you lost your car because you hit it?
that was only the second time that I ever did that.
Are you literally a stupid human? Dude,
enough.
that's disgusting. We're
This is
traditionally
your
college.
party years. When you get 30 is when you get it together.
Someone could have died. That's not
Yeah.
cute. All of our education is bundled together for 15% off with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to calebhammer.com/bundle or click the link in the description or pinned comment below.
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm 26 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
Do your piercings ever kiss each other? They're like right next to each other.
No, because this one is farther into my face than this one.
Uh-huh. What do you do for a living here in Austin? Thanks for coming into the studio, by the way.
I am a drayage operations specialist.
Wait, I'm sorry. A what?
A drayage operations
Drayage, okay.
specialist at a transportation brokerage.
Interesting. Okay, so wait. So what do you do? Genuinely
I
curious.
work with customers and carriers for a non-asset owning brokerage to facilitate the movement of shipping containers for imports and exports.
That sounds like it was right off a corporate website.
No, that's just how I describe it.
Yeah. What are you making this job?
$63,500 a year, and then
26.
quarterly I get an approximate $3,200 bonus.
You basically make 72-ish?
Right now I'm sitting at 72, so it'll probably be around 75.
Okay, so you make close to the median household income in the entire city of Austin. That would not be reflected in how you are today, but how do you feel living on that in Austin?
I am having a great time. My finances will definitely reflect that.
Okay.
I would say I'm having a good time, but I could definitely make better use of my money.
What do you mean?
I spend a lot of time at the bar down the street from my house, and partying with my friends, which is a costly habit.
Yeah, that really is. How often do you say you party?
Well, I would say I always party on Fridays and Saturdays.
Always.
And then usually one day during the week. But I definitely drink probably 6 days a week.
Why? Do you hate your job, your like life, or like what is this? Because that almost sounds like an escape to me. I don't know for sure, but like
I made really good friends with the bartenders down the street from my house.
hold on. You say you drink 6 days a week, but then you party 3. What is the difference in your mind? What is partying? What are we doing when we're partying?
We're like going to like the clubs and like doing substances and like getting really wild.
How expensive is this?
Probably
Per party evening.
I mean, maybe only like $1,000 a month.
What do you mean only? That sounds immediately like someone that does not have the respect for the dollar. Only 1,000? 1,000 is a substantial amount of money.
I mean, for what we're buying, though, I think that's like fair price.
So this costs you $1,000 a month to keep up a party lifestyle.
Yeah, and then my friends...
And that is more important than being able to operate in life and have any sense of security and being able to retire. What does your life look like? Okay, you like to party. What does your life look like? What are we looking at today? What is this whole thing? You and documents. What are we looking at? $1,000 a month. It's nothing, guys. So what are we looking at?
All of my spending. I mean, I like to buy clothes. I like to party.
Just your spending? You think it's just your spending is what we're looking at?
I mean, it's
just
habits.
Your spending?
It's habits.
Yeah, but what about your lack of? What's in your savings?
A penny.
Okay, so what the happens if you get laid off tomorrow?
I got a 401k.
That's not how that works. You know that's not how... I need to be very clear. You know that's not how that works, right?
I mean, my friends that have been laid off or quit, they all just pulled out their 401k.
Then what's the point of having a 401k in your
for
mind?
when you need money?
No, it's not for... It is not for when you need money. It is literally a tax advantage retirement account.
Yeah, but if you fall on hard times, and
then you pay a
don't
10%
have money,
fee taking it out. So why would you not just put it in a savings account versus a 401k? You take it out of your 401k, you pay a 10% fee, and then taxes on any of the gains.
Because if we're the reality is I can't just like put in my savings account, because if I put in my savings account and then we're at the bar and I need more money, just transfer it from my savings account or my second checking account to my bank account. No, I don't have self-control.
What's in your 401k?
Almost $9,000.
Okay, so what about retirement then? If you think of a 401k as a savings account, what about retirement then?
Well, I've never pulled from it.
Yeah, but you just said if I get laid off because you have a penny in savings. I know you haven't pulled from it now. You've also never worked in a bad economy.
No. I mean, I don't really think about retirement or anything past like 30.
What the fuck are you talking about? 30's 4 years away. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's 4 years. That's plenty of time to get it together.
But okay, so retirement, to be very clear, retirement is depending on your time now. That $9,000, if it's invested properly, has the time to grow over the course of decades. If you put off and put off and put off when you're putting more in, it has no time or less time to actually grow. You're literally, by you taking it away or putting less in it, you are preventing yourself from being able to retire. Why does that not matter? Why does partying today matter more than retirement? Well, because you can't see retirement right now, but you can see partying right now?
No, but in my friend group, I'm the life of the party, so I'm like the good time.
Your life isn't going to exist soon, financially speaking.
Well,
what are you going to do? Okay, you're the life of the party when it comes to your friend group, so everyone has fun. Cool. So all of a sudden we all become 59 and a half. We can pull from tax, advanced retirement accounts. Cool. So they're all able to retire, and then the life of the party, she's just under a bridge.
I definitely don't see myself under a bridge.
Because you probably don't see the consequences of what mismanagement is. We don't know what Social Security is going to look like by the time we retire. They keep having to push the age for that.
I mean, I was like raised by my aunt, and she didn't have a 401k, and she is retired, and she's perfectly fine. So
what's the entire situation? There's always context. One, Social Security does exist today.
She doesn't get some form. Well, she's like getting money from I was raised by my aunt and uncle. My uncle passed away a couple years ago, so she's like living off of his pension.
Well, there you go.
But like she doesn't have it. She didn't have any money.
She prepared with her husband.
No, she didn't do that. She didn't even know she had that money.
Okay, then she got lucky. You're relying on getting lucky.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing for like 2 years. Like whenever I don't have money, I'm just like, well, it'll come from somewhere, and it always does.
You have $9,000 in your retirement account. You need $75,000 in your retirement account in 4 years. Where is that additional 60 whatever coming from?
I mean, I'm still contributing.
Just comes from nowhere, from hopes and dreams and wishes and wants?
I mean, I'm still contributing to it, so it's coming from me contributing.
Yeah, but not $60,000 in 4 years, is it?
No, but I didn't even know what a 401k was until literally 2 years ago.
Well, that's fine. That's okay. But it's the philosophy of money just ends up getting there. That's not what...
It does.
But that's not... What, like manifesting money?
Yeah, it works every time.
No, it doesn't. No, it does. No. It can legitimately not, because you are in more debt. You have a negative net worth. So no, you're probably utilizing credit and considering that money coming.
No, I'm talking like cash. Like.
Yeah, but you're still have more debt than you are worth.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Those drugs have your brain.
Maybe a little bit.
I don't know about a little bit. Come on. You're not manifesting money. You go work, you make the money, and you make use of it.
I do make money.
You literally talked about blowing $1,000 as the conversation opener. You don't understand money. You don't know money. You don't respect money.
No, not at all. It comes and goes.
Yes, but you could be setting yourself up for a scary situation. Hopefully you'd get unemployment or a severance or something if laid off, but there are so many different things. You don't know what happens if Okay. What's your car situation?
Well, I have a car payment.
Yes.
A few years in.
What's the car?
A 2019 Chevy Spark.
Cool. Well, I don't know anything about Sparks, but what if it just fucks and it just dies? Nothing that insurance would cover. Okay, so it just and you need a car. You need a car. What do you do? What do you do? 1 cent in savings? Is that a pull for 401k?
No, actually, I did crash my car at one point. I went to a friend's birthday at Fogo de Chao, and I ordered some drinks, and they gave me more than I ordered, and then I left the restaurant, and I crashed my car.
What the f is wrong? What the f is wrong with you?
Yeah, it was a bad mistake.
Bad mistake?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was in April. I had to pay $1,700.
Listen, compared to a lot of people, especially the internet, because the internet's obsessed with just moral hierarchies and performative outrage, whatever. I am okay if you made a mistake a couple of years ago and worked and matured beyond there. That is different. You made this a few months ago, and I'm not gonna just like, no, that's disgusting. Someone could have died. That's not cute. Yeah. That's not funny. That's also, you didn't just grow from that after a few months.
I mean, I don't drunk drive anymore.
Anymore? How often were you drunk driving before you lost your car because you hit it? Because you, what the
That was only the second time that I ever did that. And
Are you stupid? Are you literally a stupid human? You.
I thought I was
Dude, that's disgusting. Dude, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. Like, I was memeing on you a lot with some of this conversation. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. You. Drunk driving? You. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's not other people aren't consenting to going out and you drunk driving.
No, not at all. I don't think
you. Piece of
I didn't even mean to get this car. I had no choice.
Yeah, no, you drunk drive like a dumb.
No, it's the same
who can't
car.
stop doing 9 days a week.
I'm still driving the same car. I paid $1,700 to
you fucking Uber. If you have a drink or two, fucking Uber.
But I didn't even mean to get into this car loan.
How many drinks did you take? They were stronger than you thought, but how many drinks did you have?
4.
Fuck you. Grow the f up.
I mean, yeah, I haven't always liked drink though. So like, I really started partying like in the last few years.
Great. So we've developed substance addictions and drinking habits.
I wouldn't call it an addiction.
Every day of the week, except for one in our mid-20s instead of our party years, which
this
traditionally
is your
college.
Party years. When you get 30 is when you get it together. This is your party years.
I don't see someone like you who has lost a car via drinking and driving getting it together.
No, I didn't lose the car.
Someone who goes and parties 3 times a week and drinks every night except for one. That's not all of a sudden we just get it together. I think you're using that as a Band-Aid, as a, oh, it will be fine. I kick the can down the road. That's not how people like you turn out.
Well,
wait, you're actually like a little degenerate.
Sure, some people would say that, I guess. I wouldn't call myself that.
Why are you okay with that?
Because I'm having a good time.
Yeah, you are, but you are destroying yourself. You're destroying your systems. You're destroying your body, your brain. I mean, look, you can't even comprehend math. And potentially putting other people in harm. How are we okay with that?
I'm not.
Are you not able to have fun without your entire life up?
Well, yeah, definitely. But the car situation, like I have the same car. I didn't total the car. I paid $1,700 to get it fixed.
Again, what happens if your car becomes totaled and you have 1 cent in savings?
Well, here's what happened last time. I actually had a car before this car that was paid off. My dad bought it for me. It was a beater, but it worked. And then I lied to my boss and said I had a family emergency so I could come to Austin to a party. And
you're a
while I was gone, somebody stole my car and lit it on fire.
Good.
And that's how I ended up with the car I have now. So if something happened...
How'd you get the car you have now? You borrowed.
No, I didn't. Well, I borrowed on the
You have a loan. Are you
borrowed
stupid?
a loan, but I didn't borrow money from anyone else. My dad took
You're
me
right,
to
from
get
the
it.
bank.
Yeah, just from the bank. My parents didn't give me money, though.
Oh my gosh, what are you? Oh my gosh. I don't even know.
But yes, I did borrow money from the bank.
I want to give you free money right now. I've partnered with different resources that will literally give you hundreds of dollars the moment you sign up for them. Check out my investing app of choice, Moomoo, where they give you up to 15 free stocks and 8.1% interest on your uninvested cash when you sign up with my link. Do you want a more traditional savings account? Check out where I keep my emergency fund, SoFi, where they'll give you 4.5% on your money and up to $300. Would you rather have automated investing? Sign up for Acorns with my link and you'll get $20 right now instead of the usual $5 you'd get from your friend's referral. You can also sign up for our investing program and get $100 in cash deposited into your Moomoo account. This is the best way to learn what your investing profile looks like and what investing strategies to use based on that. All of this free money is linked in the resources section of the description below, so don't pass up the free money because I'll punch you. So that's what you would do again, is the answer, right? You would have a double car loan, I guess, but you would already have a previous car loan.
Correct.
When instead, if you didn't spend $1,000 a month f***ing yourself up, you could literally have an emergency fund in less than a year that would get a $10,000 used car if you needed to.
Realistically, that would probably be right, but that's just not where I'm at.
What do you mean? I'm saying if you did. No, it's not where you're at. Why do you think you're on the show?
Well, then...
Why don't we do that instead, huh?
Because then it's not as fun. Then I'm just going to be sitting at home.
No, it's not. Sometimes we sacrifice as adults. This is what happens. We sacrifice fun. Dude, when I was starting in sales down here and I wanted to make money to pay off debt, I could have lived up life as high as I wanted. I could have got a nice car. I could have been stupid as I could have done so much things, but guess what? I sacrificed. And now I'm actually relatively secure in my life. And I live a good, well, except for this part, healthy life.
Got you beat there.
Yeah, you do. At least my brain's not.
Can't beat you on that one. But, you know, I'd say that compared to most people, I'm still pretty smart. I mean, I work at a hard job and I'm not stupid. I just do a lot of party a lot.
Yeah, and you got daddy issue piercings, so I don't know.
Oh, good thing I don't have daddy issues, though. Just mommy issues.
What the am I dealing with right now? So what hits your account on a monthly basis? Payroll.
$3,600 to $3,800 a month after taxes.
Yep, about 38 hit. Why are you here?
Because I have no clue what I'm doing with any of my money, and
you know, 1,000 of it's going to and drinking.
I know that much. I know that much.
Good. A third of our income.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
mean,
Fourth.
I sacrifice other things for the things that I want.
And that's what you want.
Is to party? Yeah.
Then what are we doing? Why? Why do this?
Because maybe if I see that it's realistic to like pay everything off or to like actually save money and get out of this situation, I would.
Okay, save money, get out of the situation. 3,800 comes in on a monthly basis. How much did you spend last month?
Probably $5,500.
You're okay with spending $5,500 when less than 4,000 comes in? Why would you even consider that to be just like, yeah, oh, that's what it is. Just 500. How is that even acceptable to come out of your mouth?
I mean, it could be worse always.
Always, yeah. Ended up under a bridge as a drug addict. We'll see.
I definitely won't be under a bridge. My dad wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, while he's alive.
He'll be here a while.
I certainly hope so. The world plays dirty tricks.
Oh, I know. I'm not immune to those.
No one is. Let's not victim ourselves.
Oh, I'm not a victim.
Okay, I'm just saying you cannot fully rely on that 100%.
No, but that's what I rely on right now. Oh my is my dad.
How have you made it this far? Oh, because you're dad. Oh, good.
I wasn't always this bad.
Well, I know. You started up your life 2 years ago, you said.
Yeah, I wasn't always
By the
this
way,
bad.
6,000. That's what you spent. So $500 more than you thought. And you thought you spent $1,500 more than you make. So like I what do I even think about that? You're saying you came on because, oh, maybe I can find that it's realistic to pay off debt, but you already spent $1,500 more than you bring in. $1,700 according to you, but it's actually $2,200. So again, what?
I mean, some of that though is like actual bills. Like I know that part of that is rent, and there's a $300 car payment in that. So not all of it is just fun.
Yeah, $300 of them. $6,000. That's interesting. You know, okay, summer bills. You know, maybe if we can't pay our bills, we're not buying drugs for $1,000 a month. Is this how is that just a mind blowing concept?
I do pay my bills. My bills are paid.
What are you fucking Tammy? No, Amy.
Oh no, I'm not Amy.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you said her line.
But my bills are paid. I do pay my bills, and then I overspend.
Your debt
after.
is going up. Your debt is going up.
Actually, that card too, I did have it paid down.
Oh my.
And then I started spending on it again because I got drunk and I just wanted more drinks.
Loser, dude. Sorry.
I'm going to have to disagree on that one, but that's okay.
You're blowing all your money on booze and drugs.
There's some clothes in there, some gas, some food. You know, some necessities.
Your debt's going up.
Yeah, it is.
For booze and drugs.
Well, that's not exactly what's on the credit cards. The credit cards is like...
When we see people like that in their 40s where you're headed, we call them losers.
Well, good thing I'm not 40.
Where you're headed. These are the patterns.
Who's to know that I'll be there in a year?
Because
I might not be in the same place in a year. I might be doing something else.
Of course, that is the hypothetical always. But the thing is, the people that end up there in the mid-40s, many of them look like this in their mid-20s.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I could stop anytime. I just don't.
Then stop.
I just don't.
Then stop. Problem solved. 1,000 of it. Still 1,000 to go.
I'm definitely still going to want to go out here and there.
What is the point? What are we doing? Why is you...
You can pay off debt and have fun.
Why is you... We don't know yet for you. We don't know. When people have room for fun, I give them room for fun. The thing is, why would you find going out to be better than being able to have any sense of security? You could have so much fun. You could have so much fun and retire if you weren't having to pay the minimum payments on debts. You could have so much fun and have job security by having a 6-month emergency fund and have fun at the same time if you literally just sacrifice for it. A temporary sacrifice. Have you never sacrificed in your life? The fact that you're not willing to stop having fun temporarily just to have any sense of security.
I've sacrificed before.
What? What is your sacrifice?
There was a time where I was like making large payments to my credit cards.
Good.
Instead
What
of
happened?
Going out. Well, I got bored. And so
then you need to find coping mechanisms and other uses of your time. If the only way you have fun is getting f***ed up, again, loser. You need to find other ways. You need to have better friends. There are things you can do.
My friends are good friends. They all have my back. We all take care of each other. We make sure everyone's fine.
But you're not fine. You're not being taken care of. Your life is financially.
I mean,
so that is
those
incorrect.
Are my choices. That's not.
Of course,
that has nothing to do with them. That has nothing to do with my friends.
You're bored because were you hanging out with them during that situation?
What situation?
You paying off debt and not going out and partying and raging.
No.
Exactly. So maybe you need to find different friends because they equal spending $1,000 a month on f***ing up your brain.
I would say they're good friends, but we can agree to disagree.
No, we can't. No, we can't. It seems pretty objective when I lay it out.
I wouldn't say they're bad people. They might
be good. No, I'm not saying they're bad people, but they might be bad friends for you.
I think we're all just young and we want to have a good time.
You're going to consider yourself young forever then.
No.
Yes, you are. This is how people end up. You do not understand. This is where the people who end up like that start like this. You're not going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm old. I feel the same that I felt when I was 20.
I've stopped before.
And I'm almost 30.
I've been sober before.
You couldn't maintain it.
I maintained it for a long time.
What's a long time?
Well, for me, it felt like a long time. When I was 19, I was sober 14 months.
19?
Yes.
When did you start using
17.
Oh my. Let's get into the finances because May as well. But if anyone has any hope in this conversation, good for you. All right, just a quick little interjection. I know these past few minutes in the video have been absolutely insane and I'm going really hard, and it's because I take that stuff very emotional when it comes to addictions and drunk driving and stuff. But I actually have some really good news. At the date that this video is going live, she filmed exactly a month prior, and we got an update from her that she's been a month sober now, and that's incredible, and I think that is worth celebrating. And we're in her corner. We are willing to help, connect with resources, and do anything just like any guest who's ever been on, and we are rooting for her. So a little bit of positivity in this intense moment. Now, back to the episode. Self-assess, where do you think you are? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst finances, 10 being the best.
I'm going to say a 1.
What about your brain health?
I'm going to give that like an 8.
Mm-hmm. If you want your Hammer financial score, it's free. Figure out where you stand, where your finances stand, where your financial health is. That link is in the description below. And if you want to come on the show, come on the show. We'll have a good time here. I'm not having a good time here with this one, but usually 99% of them are a good time. I'll give you a verbal punching. Just don't be a fucking drunk driver, and I won't actually dislike you. Go to calebhammer.com/apply, and I'd be happy to have you on. U.S. Bank.
Yeah, so that card.
Nothing pisses me off more than drunk drivers. Like, I don't feel like you deserve help.
I mean, that's fair. I think it was a up choice. I learned my lesson. Haven't done it again.
You've done it twice, though.
Yeah, it was a bad choice.
Like,
I really, to be honest,
making mistakes once.
To be honest, I really like when I left the restaurant because it was 4 drinks over the course of 2 hours. And we were eating a lot and stuff. And when I left, I felt fine. And what happened is when we...
Do you even know what feeling fine's like, though? You're f***ed up endlessly. You're every day of your life. Every day of your life. Yeah, but you won't be after this, statistically.
I will be.
Really? So this is your 1 of 7?
Well, yesterday would technically be my 1 of 7.
So you're going to be f***ed up tonight, according to you.
I mean, I wouldn't consider having like 2 drinks.
I don't know how you live, man, but look at what you've described so far. This U.S. Bank, $1,679.86 with a $79 minimum monthly payment. Okay. So you made a little more than the minimum monthly. It didn't matter, though. It didn't fucking matter. It was a credit. No, we got some credit. Is that what it was? So you didn't
No,
even
that's
make
a payment. More? That's a payment. I pay $120 on that one every time.
Okay, so you paid more than the minimum. Good job. Well done. Then you purchased $167. So what even was the point? Because we went from $1,593, even though you paid $120, it went to $1,679. So it went up, plus essentially $40 of interest. So if interest is accruing, we are not able to pay off the full balance. Why are we purchasing on this card?
I wasn't for a long time.
I don't give a f***. You are right now. So why are we purchasing on this card? Why do I give a shit if you haven't for a long time?
Okay,
you are right now.
I don't know for sure, but I think it was at La Vodka.
It's at multiple places, and La Vodka's not one of them.
Oh, well, that's what I would assume it was at.
And you're incorrect, so I don't give a f***.
Well, I don't know.
Why are you purchasing on a damn card that you can't pay off? And why are you especially purchasing more than a minimum monthly payment?
I really don't know what I bought.
I don't give a f***. Why would you spend on the card?
Because there was money on it.
Huh?
Because there was money.
Are you talking about availability?
Yeah, there was. And
what? There's a few $100s of availability. So this is what you mean by manifesting money. You have a fucking $300 availability to spend on a credit card. That's manifesting money?
No.
That's what gets you places?
No. I mean like actual like cash. Like one time I needed money.
Cool. Why don't you manifest enough to pay off this card? Oh, wait, you didn't. You ended up spending more than you put on it. So you. What are you talking about? That is obviously bullshit then. That is obviously not how it works because look where you are.
I mean...
Do you not get this?
Sometimes if I just like have bills coming out of my bank, then I just use that card.
What?
Yeah.
For anything else that's not bills?
Yeah.
Why not have enough in your fucking bank account to you make just under the median household income of Austin, Texas, and you live on the cheap side of town?
Yeah. I mean,
wait, do I know that? Wait, don't. We'll bleep it. What side of town are you in? Nah, okay. Well, it depends how far south you are, but maybe. Either way, this makes no sense. Why not have enough money?
I know it makes
no sense. Oh, wonderful. So you change it then, because you know.
No, I haven't changed it because I guess I just thought, well, I'm already so who cares, and I'll deal with it later. I'm a big I'll deal with it later.
No with your use, with your drinking, with your money, with your retirement, with your emergency fund, with your debt. No, that is your entire life sentiment is I'll deal with it later. This is huge for financial audit. For a year now, my team and I have worked with experts to create what I truly believe are the 3 best educational programs in the financial space online. We have our budgeting program where I teach you how to create, manage, and revolutionize your budget and control your money. And then there's the investing program where I teach you to define what investing profile applies to you and your life, and then teach what specific investing strategies applies to you in that situation. And now finally, we have our debt program where I teach you the best ways to pay off debt, manage debt, and even take advantage of good debt. This has been a revolutionary project that we've been working on for over a year now, and just like over 10,000 people who've already taken our educational programs, you can now take advantage of all 3 of them bundled together at a 15% discount. I've heard from thousands of people now who've taken these classes and they've literally changed their lives for the better, and finally, you can too at a more affordable price. Head to calebhammer.com or click the link in the description below. You will not regret this.
I mean,
but the later it becomes overwhelming. It becomes bankruptcy required, or a car gets repoed, becomes getting evicted because you're not paying that rent. So many things happen. It comes, a car breaks down or your car gets insurance doesn't cover whatever it is, and okay, then you already have a car loan and you have no choice but to get another car loan, but maybe your debt to income and you only get something predatory like a 30% car loan. If you even get that, you don't know. You don't understand how bad it can get because you've had debt to take care of your entire life so far, which is probably
I wouldn't say he takes care of my whole life.
But you're allowed to lean back on him.
And if I need something, yeah, that's what your parents are for.
That's what they're for, to use?
No, to help.
No. You don't use them for help. You use them to not save up an emergency fund. You use them to not contribute enough to retirement. You use them so you can around. You don't use them for help. Help is if you have no other chance and you have tried everything. Yes, help. You are not trying everything. You're just allowing to fall back on them. Your parents are not an emergency fund.
My dad knows about my financial situation.
Great, then he's a dumb who's enabling his daughter.
I wouldn't say so, but that's just my opinion. I think he's a good guy.
That's just your opinion? Do you just say that about anything, regardless if it's like, is that what you're like? I don't, you could say that about anything that's bullshit. That is not a get out of things. He is obviously, he's literally enabling you spending $1,000 a month on.
Well, he also enables my sister and my brother, so I think that.
What? They also do $1,000 a month on drugs?
Well,
then he f***ed up as a parent.
I wouldn't say.
I thought maybe you'd be the failure kid. We can accept that, but
no, there's 4 of us,
and they're all failure kids. So
we have one sister who's she's pretty well off, and she did the right thing.
Why wouldn't you want to be like her?
I prefer not to say. Her life just does not seem appealing to me.
Okay, well, I'm not going to force you to say anything you don't want to say. I think that would have been a very insightful and helpful thing because obviously
her lifestyle just isn't appealing, and she's she has a lot of money, but
it's not just about the accumulation of wealth.
But I wouldn't say that she's any happier than the rest of us, so it's not really something that I look at and I'm like, oh, let me be rich and miserable.
Are you miserable?
No. But I don't think she's having a great time all the time. So I don't look at her as an example because, like, it's just not who I would want to be or the lifestyle that I would want. So I can't take an example from that.
Okay. Sure. Her life isn't fulfilling in different ways. Okay. Like, again, it's not about the accumulation of wealth specifically. And if what you're looking for isn't to live her life, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, she would have to have fun, enjoy. The literal act of getting a dollar bill is not what's going to drive the happiness of the entirety of life. Obviously, money can help with happiness because it avoids stressors in certain areas. It certainly does. Many people say there's a cap that you can earn where you can't get happiness beyond that. I don't know. I don't really give a But you're going to be really unhappy when dad's not there and you lose a job and you don't have anything.
So far, up to this point, I have never lost a job.
You're 26. You've been in the professional workforce post-college for a few years.
I didn't even go to college.
You've been in the professional workforce, real professional workforce, for less than a decade. You've never experienced a downturn in the economy. You've never experienced a bad job market.
Yeah, but working in logistics, like the market flips all the time and people do get laid off.
But you've never
I work in a
actually,
specialized department. I just
never,
worked through one. I just worked through a market flip.
A market flip, but you've never experienced the whole entire economic downturn.
No, but I also work in an industry that is always going to need people.
Well, that's interesting because literally almost everyone says that who is overconfident. Same thing with medical. Guess what? You don't know what happens. We did not see a housing market collapse. That's why it was a bubble. Hindsight 2020.
I mean, yeah,
but you don't know what is going to happen and why the next economic collapse, which is human nature, is going to happen.
I know everyone says that, but also I work in logistics. We always need goods and product delivered and imported and exported. That's never going to stop.
Good thing there's no conversations about tariffs and trade wars happening in the...
We're still going to be moving product.
I know, but you were beyond overconfident. And also, maybe they just don't like you. Maybe you just don't maybe you slack and you're not a good worker and they just don't want you.
That's not the problem.
Not right now.
No, right now.
Maybe you become injured. There is so much that can happen.
I mean, I see things very black and white. It's like either one way or the other way.
No, you see things very roses and rainbows.
Yeah, life is supposed to be fun. What's the point in living if we don't have any fun?
Life is supposed to be fun.
We're not here to just work and die.
We're not here for anything. We're an accumulation of cells. We're not entitled to anything. We are lucky that somehow humans have gotten to the point where we've been able to build civilization 200 years ago. Oh, we'd all die like in infanthood. This isn't some magical thing that is happening.
No, but if
we're not here to work and die, we're also not here for fun. We're literally just born and we exist as a combination of cells. Congratulations.
But some of you want to work and die, and some of us want to have fun while we're here.
And why are you here? I don't care. Listen,
it's bad. It's bad. I mean,
then what's the point? Listen, I don't care. If you actually want to just live that life, I'm okay with it. Do it. Do it. Go. I will encourage you to live your life that you want to do as long as you don't negatively affect others. Do it.
Yeah, but I think...
No, stop for a second. I don't care. That's fine. I'm talking to you about this and trying to get this stuff through because the people that come on the show come to get financial help. So that's why I'm going through that. If you want to live that life, do it. I don't care as long as you don't hurt other people. So where I would disagree is if you start your life so much that you start mooching off of others, that's instead of being a productive member of society, that is where I would not like what you're doing because then you're actually taking advantage of others. But if you just party it up, make your income, blow it all, whatever, that's fine. You do you. Retirement, who knows how you would do that as long as you don't drain from others, whatever.
Yeah, I think there's probably a way to have fun and not spend $6,000 a month. I just haven't figured it out.
You'd probably spend 30% of your money on fun if you were budgeting properly.
Well, I attempted to budget for 2 months and track my spending.
Yeah.
But then I saw that for the month I spent $5,500 and then I stopped tracking my spending.
Isn't that usually when we're like, oh,
I did say, oh, shit. And then I was like, well, I don't really know where to cut back.
So then we did. Okay. So great.
Yes.
Productive evening.
Productive evening for sure.
You'll get our budgeting class. You'll get our investing class. You'll get our debt class. Take the quiz. I don't believe in you, but blah, 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 blah. Y'all get 15% off if you bundle them together. You get it for free. I hope you take it. Doubt you will. I will. Goodwill. That's where we went on here on a credit card that we can't pay off. Just a few bucks in Target, so we're stopping here. We're getting something. We went to the market, got some bullshit.
That market
went to the
is
market,
actually...
got some bullshit. Went to the market and got some bullshit.
Actually not a store.
Yeah?
It's like these little... Well, I guess it is. It's little mini marts that are set up at my work.
Yeah?
So that's me getting like Red Bulls
and
wow!
Snacks. So bull... Okay, great. Things that... You've literally had likely 2 late fees on this card this year so far. As in, you did not have enough money, yet you are still building it up. All the way up. But 2 late fees doesn't matter. Guys, thank goodness.
Actually, those weren't because I didn't have money to pay. It was because I forgot to
auto pay!
Well, it's on auto pay now.
It
has been for a little bit.
And then total interest this year so far on 1 card, $500.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. At $1,000 a month, literally, if you put it,
that's the problem. I think that I can utilize it better and still go out.
I'm not opposed to you having fun. I'm opposed to the parts depending, but it's all heavily dependent. But even that just $1,000, you could let it sit in. If you opened a Moomoo account, that's the app that I use for investing. If you just put it in there, you don't even invest it. You get like 8.1% on your money. Literally 8%, 8% uninvested just sits there for people that sign up. 8%, but instead it's just going to in your system. It's crazy. Steady double cash. I love this card. But you're not using it correctly. Not even close. In fact, the only thing I would recommend for you is the Fizz card. Because it acts like a debit card. You have the Fizz card.
Yes.
Good. Is it in here?
No, it's a recent thing.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you have that. As long as you utilize it properly. But obviously the city, you're not. Well, because it kind of forces you to, unlike this.
Well, I actually got it because I watched your show and was like, yeah, I probably need to
You watch this show?
A lot.
The f wrong with you?
That's really...
What is your goal here?
No, that's really why I applied, because I don't know anything about money, and then when I started tracking...
This is the damn thing. You watch it, sure, it's a fun show.
No, but once I started tracking, I realized, like, oh, this is way worse than I thought, and I really don't know what I'm doing.
Exactly, but this is the thing. This is what people like you do. I'm not a magic pill.
No, I don't think you are.
I don't fix everything. Then what is the point again for coming? Because I don't fix this. I do the wake up call. I want to drive home some points. I want to drive home some points. The wake up call.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like I'm getting through so far. And then
we just started.
Not really. And then I create a budget, and I do connect you with resources as well.
I just need someone to look at it all and tell me that I'm fucked.
If I connect you with a financial advisor, are they even able to come through to you? Like, will they even be able to break through this, like, wall of substance in your brain? Like, I'm so confused.
I'm a coherent, functioning, like, high-functioning person. I think most people in my life would agree. I'm kind of at a loss once I started, like, looking at everything and what I'm spending, and I realized that I have no idea what I'm doing. Obviously, I don't think you're going to fix everything, but I need some perspective about what I'm doing with my life.
I've been trying to give some perspective. You're just, I think, kind of like a brick wall. Like, you're just one of those people. This might be something to accept, but you just might be one of those people that's like, I want help, but then the moment that, like, an opinion that goes against the worldview happens, they just shut down. Listen, on here you have $1,518.03. Fees? Why is there a fee? Why is there a $30 fee? Me. And then a $37 interest. Okay, you made the minimum monthly. Now it's $70. It's gone up. But what happened here? Why is the fee? It's because you're over the credit limit. You're fucking over the credit limit.
That was an accident.
Why are we over the credit limit?
What happened was I didn't mean to use that card.
Because I was high.
Sure. Yeah. I didn't mean to use that card. And then by the time I realized, it was too late and the transaction already went through. So I just chalked it up to a loss.
Can I ask you a question that might be considered inappropriate, but I don't give a because I'm not a weird pearl clutcher. But also might be considered offensive, and I do care about that, but that's why I'm asking permission.
What?
Okay, I guess that's permission.
What's the question?
Okay. When's the last time you had a relationship?
Probably a couple months ago.
Probably a couple. Okay.
I don't like to date exclusively.
Was he a dealer?
No.
Okay, that wasn't my real question. That was a jab. How long did it last?
I broke up with him after a month.
Together.
But I've had long-term relationships.
How do they deal with you and your existence and your habits and your everything?
I pick men that
are fucked.
know that they let me run the show. It's my way or the highway.
Little sub boys?
Yeah.
Little subby boys?
That's what I go for.
You like little subs?
Yeah, simp guys, they'll just let you do whatever you want.
That's so weird.
They don't care.
I know. I'm just trying to picture it. I don't think I know anyone like that. But they get very, as well. They're, okay with this. They're okay with you being, a failure in life other than your income. We're all looking for a fresh start this time of year. From eating better to losing weight, we all have some bad habits to stop and some good ones to start. You can give your finances a huge fresh start. Make this year the year you start getting out of debt and stop being crushed by it. And the first step is to contact PDS Debt for a personalized debt solution. If you're making debt payments every month on your debt and your balances aren't going down, PDS has solutions for you. Everyone with $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies, and there's no minimum credit score required. Bad and fair credit are accepted. Save more while paying off your debt in a fraction of the time. I was struggling to get out of debt for a long time back in my early 20s, and if I had a solution that would have gotten me there quicker while I also fixed my behavior, I would have taken it because it would have allowed me to kickstart everything I'm trying to do now even earlier. PDS Debt strives to understand your specific scenario and can help provide alternative solutions to becoming debt-free. Make this the year you take control of your debt. Get a free debt analysis right now at pdsdebt.com/hammer. It only takes 30 seconds. That's pdsdebt.com/hammer, pdsdebt.com/hammer.
I don't think any of them would consider me a failure. But I've definitely had some of them that are like, hey, I think you should stay in the house more.
I don't even care about staying in the house part. Does it have to do with the potential bad habits?
Yes.
Okay, why are you not willing to listen to anyone? It sounds like many people have tried to tell you the reality of your life, the reality of your potential problem and how it's affecting things, and how your relationships can't last. What do you mean you don't date exclusively? Does that mean you're just fucking around? Well, that's okay. I'm not judging. Never mind.
I mean,
I don't care.
I'm not gonna call a man my boyfriend.
I'm a simp for tea. So.
I'm not gonna exclusively date a man.
I don't care.
So
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I have little boyfriends.
Little boyfriends. She just has little. Okay. That's post-show talk. That's where we get into the inappropriate stuff. But that makes sense. The reason I ask is that, how do people, put up with that? Have they ever said anything? Well, they don't put up with it, and they do say something, even though they're simp little simpies, simp little bit, little bottoms.
I mean, they'll say something, but I usually get my way.
And even they are willing to speak up.
But I usually get my way.
Uh-huh. Sure. It was the only fee this year so far on this card. What was the fee?
It was for that over.
It was a return fee because you didn't have enough money in your account that was paying for this.
I don't know when that happened.
You don't even.
No, to be honest, that card I need to pay better attention to because I don't use it anymore. I cut all of them up. So I don't use it anymore. So
you've cut your, but that can't be true. You were using that last card.
Well, that last one is on my Apple Pay.
then what's the point of cutting it up? That's just a physical move. It doesn't matter if you're still using the cards.
Well, cut it up.
That's the same act as you just ordering a replacement because you cut it up.
Cut it up, and then I went out and realized while I was buzzed that I could add it to my Apple Pay.
$400 of interest accrued this year, so fucking far.
Yeah.
Just on that damn card. Fuck's sake. You know, the resources I was going to connect you with are different. Usually I connect people with like the course careers for like income stuff, but I guess I'm not connecting you with that. No, we're doing the mental health one for you.
I go to therapy and I see a psychiatrist.
What? Okay, maybe you need to try a different therapist. We work with Sondermind for our guests. We can get you 3 free therapy sessions with them if you would like, 3 free. And then, of course, the audience always gets a deal. Every time we get a resource for the guest, the audience gets a deal as well. So Sondermind. And then I'm also going to give you a free session with the financial advisors that I personally use. Okay? Actually use that, and please actually listen to them, and please consider the therapy a bit more. And then everyone in the audience also gets a free session with not the therapist, the Domain Money, who I use as the advisors. But my gosh. So take advantage of those resources, okay? I don't think you don't need the career resources. You need the I'm f***ed up resources.
Okay.
What is this ally? What are we looking at?
That's
is this
my
the
car payment.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Why do you have an unpaid balance?
Because that was before it was due.
Okay.
That was right. This statement was right before it was due.
Just what is the total owed on here? Oh, here it is. $9,447.80.
Which honestly, I've paid a lot of that off. Because it started out at $17,000.
But extra?
So the original loan amount was like $17,300.
What is the interest on here?
8%.
It's not good.
No, but it was that situation where my car got lit on fire, and so I went and got this. This was the cheapest car on the lot, and we just bought it.
Yeah, probably not the cheapest interest rate for when you got it, though.
No, it's not the best. I got it during COVID.
I know, you could have got a much lower rate, except your finances are.
Actually, they weren't as bad back then.
Then what the fuck? Why didn't you shop for rates? Did you get this through the dealer?
Yeah, because I actually came back from Texas.
Shop rates, guys. Shop rates.
I came back from Texas, and that day I needed a car, so we went and bought this car in 6 hours.
Oh, no, we can Uber for a couple weeks to save thousands of dollars. Yes, we can.
No,
yes, we can.
Not in Portland, Oregon. I don't trust anybody. My dad didn't want me to ride the bus or Uber either.
Okay. Then Daddy can drive, or Daddy can get a rental car.
He offered that.
There you go.
But
we don't get a car in 6 hours.
I didn't want him
But that leads to bad mistakes, obviously. Dude, you're not open to anything.
Well,
everything is defense.
It's just like, it's really hard to live in a city with no car.
No, I'm not saying don't have a car, but you went from I can't have no car to 6 hours.
Yeah.
If you need to sacrifice for a week with Uber or Daddy or a rental car, if it saves thousands of dollars, it is worth it.
I guess, I didn't know anything about buying a car, honestly, so I thought like, oh, this is just how it goes.
It is pretty much for Americans because Americans are dumb.
Yeah, I didn't like
learn this for your next car, but again,
I'm not getting another car for a long time.
You don't know that.
Unless this one dies.
This is your confidence thing. Exactly. This is your confidence thing. You don't know what's going to happen.
That's
true. You don't know what is going to happen.
No.
But you are pretending like everything's going to be perfect always, no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And that's dumb as. It doesn't help you get by. It doesn't. It might help you get to sleep tonight, but a year from now, you could end up like many of the guests on the show that are beyond.
That's
beyond, because that's where people end up who are like you. You're in the preventative stage. No, you are in many cases, but you are in that before stage, before like the total no way out situation. Because you are lucky enough to have a strong income. What's the car worth? You owe $9,000 on it. What's it worth?
Well, because of the body damage, the quote that I got was about $2,500.
Sounds about right. Good job. You're under by $5,000.
Yep.
Well done.
It was worth more until I damaged the body of the car.
That's how it goes. Still would have been underwater decently dramatically.
Yeah, I think when I was owing $10,000 or $11,000, it was valued at $8,400.
Capital One, okay.
I will say though, I have two cards that I did completely. I don't spend on them. They're at 0. One of them is closed. So I'm not like spending every single cent that I have. Like,
are you fucking stupid? You spent $6,000. You bring in less than 4. Shut the fuck up.
But I'm not using all my credit.
We have the number. Oh, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not using all my credit.
Well done. Well done. The most basic minimum thing we could do to not die. Well done. Good job. You're not touching the top of the stove and keeping your hand there the whole time. Yeah, you did it. So proud of you. Well, let's guys, let's get out the ceremony. Confetti. Well, at least Lindsay's telling me that we're going to talk about, apparently the post show is going to be fun. She says that's going to lift my mood. So I'm excited for that. Because so far, not so great. Oh, good. We're purchasing $200 on here and the balance went up by $100. Oh, good. We're at the credit limit. You know, the thing you just bragged about not ever doing. We're at the credit limit on here.
I said on 2 cards I didn't do it.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you.
I don't know what I bought on that card.
You don't know what you buy on any.
No, I really, honestly, unless...
You need to, even just looking at your damn accounts is a start.
Yeah. I think that once my account gets below a certain amount is when I stop looking.
Guys, I'm pulling out this thing for this.
But I do try to check it. But yeah, once I get to a certain amount of money, it just like, I just don't look at it anymore.
I'm going to call out to the audience now. Because I know I'm suffering right now. And I know that this person in front of me is up a lot. Don't stack and make it worse, because I know this is one of those episodes where people would go really hard in the comments. Maybe let's just be chill on this one. For fuck's sake. I can barely take this, and usually if that's the case, like for... Okay, $25 minimum monthly payment. Went inside, got some bullshit from Target, Amazon, bullshit from Target, bullshit from Target.
The problem with Target is, it's a convenience thing because, because if I don't have something that I need or whatever, I live right behind a Target. So that's why I go to Target so much.
I love to see those receipts and see what was purchased on them.
It's a lot of snacks for when I am stoned.
We must have been stoned quite a few times, even more.
I smoke like every day. So
but those aren't even the we're talking about throughout this conversation, right?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But then you smoke just the normal thing that a lot of people do as well on a daily basis. I don't care as much about that one, but even still, on a daily basis, that starts to sound a little dependent-y and also very expensive. And also, it's obviously leading to bad financial situations. And also, it's not good for your lungs. So, I mean, there's a lot of things
that's
here.
One I recognize, like... is not leading me to a good financial situation, because when I'm getting stoned, I'm buying food all the time, and I shouldn't be doing that.
Do you also like smoke cigarettes and vape? Or are you the person that does it all? Oh, of course you do.
But I didn't start vaping until 6 months ago.
Who starts at 26?
I used to smoke cigarettes when I was like 18. And then I stopped.
Yay, you made it! You did what is so hard for so many other people. Why go back to it at a more addictive level? Because the concentration is usually higher.
What happened is...
Why are you trying to not be able to breathe in 20 years?
Really, it just stemmed from going out with my friends. We're all hitting a vape.
Bad friend group for you. This is so enabling. You guys all do bad things.
Yeah, I would say we definitely enable each other.
Then they are not good friends. They might feel nice, but that does not equal good friends. It legitimately doesn't. I don't care if that hurts, and that's probably hard because it's also really hard to make friends as adults.
I mean, I have like some good friends.
Then we need to cut out the bad ones.
I know it's hard, but I always go back.
It's because you have addicted things. So you probably need to go to community things and talk to your therapist double time, or get a new therapist if this one's just allowing it. And my nose itches like I do a bunch of but I promise I don't, because I'd probably have a panic attack. I don't even like drinking. I like the polar opposite of you. I don't do any of that.
I have accepted that this is just where I'm at right now.
Why accept that? That's not something you have to accept. You can change things. You can change things.
Because that's like, well, I did recently try to like sober up, and it lasted 65 days. And then I don't really know.
What happened?
We were dealing with a lot of family stress, and I decided that I didn't want to be sober anymore.
That's when you need to surround yourself with a really strong community. When hard times are what pushes us back over the edge. Why'd you get sober in the first place?
Because it was a problem. It was like,
it is a problem.
It was, well, I think at that point I was like functioning, but people around me were like, hey, we can definitely tell that you're like not okay.
And when people say they're functioning, and if people are already starting to say it, you go from functioning to not overnight. When you say you're happy, are you sure?
I mean,
or is
I feel like I'm having a good time.
A good time, but are you happy? Be real with me. Are you happy?
I wouldn't say I'm happy, but I wouldn't say I'm like miserable.
It doesn't have to be miserable. But if you're not happy, we need to change that. We need to strive for what makes us happy. And obviously continuing down this path is not what's getting us there. I'm not saying you're either very happy or very miserable. That doesn't have to be how life works. Humanity is much more complicated than that.
Yeah.
But you don't seem happy. And I don't know you like that. I don't. But just looking at this, looking at the copes you're doing through this conversation, the arguing back and forth, and just the trying to justify and just trying to make it almost like disguised to be able to sleep better at night, that things are better than they are. I don't think you're happy. And you tried to get sober because you recognized some major issues, and then you fell back into it.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty consistent like ebb and flow. I like get sober sometimes, then I go back, then I get sober again.
Okay, and that means we're not just having fun. That means we have a problem.
I mean, I've been to rehab twice.
Oh my gosh, this is so much more extensive than I think any of us thought.
I've been to rehab twice already.
When? When was the last time?
I haven't been to rehab.
You made it at the beginning. You literally just made it sound like you were just going out and partying, and because of that, you were getting and stuff at that time. You did not make it sound as extensive as all of a sudden.
I haven't been to rehab since 2016.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean you don't have a problem, because obviously you do. What was rehab like? Well, we don't need to go into specifics.
I mean, I could talk about what I was there for.
You can talk about what you want to talk about. I don't want you to say anything you're uncomfortable with.
The first time I went, I was there for alcohol.
Okay.
The second time
and you drink every day except for one.
The second time was for.
Oh my.
Yes.
The M word, ladies and gentlemen, the Walter White one.
And then I was sober for 10 months, and then I tried hair.
No, the H word this time.
But I've been sober for 8 years.
Okay, so both of them for 8 years. Oh
yes.
My gosh. At 20?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. Does your dad know?
Yeah, my dad.
And he is supporting this current lifestyle, even though he knows you were in rehab for those.
I don't think he knows to the extent that I'm doing stuff.
I'm gonna sound like a 1950s dad, but it's a slippery slope. Like, I mean, but no, like seriously, for where you are with the substances you're taking, you have the wrong evening, get surrounded with the wrong people, end up at the wrong place. You'll do one of those by accident, even a lacing.
Yeah, I do worry about that sometimes.
And you should, because that's very real.
Or something.
Exactly, because that's very real. We need to get as far away from this as possible. You made it sound like it was just fun at the beginning, but now this is something actually serious that I'm not going to fuck around with. And I don't know if this therapist is working, if we continue to...
I mean, I've been seeing her since I moved here 2.5 years ago, but...
It's okay to break up with the therapist and see another one.
I would say the last 4 months, I've probably only seen her a total of like 3 times.
Why?
I just don't go.
Therapy without putting in the work on your end isn't therapy.
I just don't feel... I think we were a good fit at first. I don't think we are now,
why?
But
Why?
I'm kind of...
Tell me why.
I just don't like her approach. I mean,
okay.
I think...
Is it because she's not validating what you want to hear?
No, I mean...
What's her approach, and what don't you like?
I just think a lot of times when I bring up like trauma or anything like that and we talk about it, she's very just like, like I could see why you would feel that way, but it's like, okay, now what do we do to get past this?
Yes.
So I'm not getting that though.
You're not getting the what do we do to get past it?
She's not really giving me that, so I kind of just don't go because
I'm not in the mental health world, but I'm in this world. I have 4 to 5 of these conversations a week, depending on the week. No offense. I mean, when everyone goes, almost everyone I talk to now, they get confronted with mistakes they are making, bad things in their life, they immediately try to blame it on trauma, and then everyone either elevates their trauma, and right now we are living in a culture where TikTok is literally trauma Olympics. People will try to one up their traumas. Like, I'm not saying that I don't know your traumas, and let's not even talk about it because it doesn't matter. But, maybe to the therapist, I don't know, maybe she's hearing it in the way that sometimes I hear about it, where it's like, maybe a little bit of pushback, a little bit of something was given to you to try to change your mindset, and you immediately went to the victim part, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because some people do have real traumas. But again, we live in a culture right now where everyone is associating everything with the trauma. Someone will stub their toe and they will make an excuse about it for the next 30 years of how their life is impacted by it.
No, yeah, I definitely would say it's not anything like that.
See? Oh. Okay.
I would say this is pretty heavy stuff.
Okay. And maybe that's real. And that's the shittiest part about the TikTok trauma Olympics, or people that are younger than me or people in my age where they're just endlessly, I can never remember how to pronounce the word, but infantilizing themselves. Everyone's like always pretending that they're always a kid forever, and they're always young, they're always immature, and they're always having to one up each other's trauma. It discounts real people going through actual real things. So if you had a real trauma, unfortunately, all their talk, it discounts.
It negates all of it.
It's a lot of that in this world right now. Everyone's trying to get their 15 minutes online. Capital One, $1,430, Capital One Quicksilver with a $52 minimum monthly payment. Again, purchased more than we spent with interest accruing. It went up from $1,395 to $1,430. It's at the credit limit. It's $20 off. It's $20 off, dude.
That one, I will say, there was a point when I was getting because we get a bonus quarterly. We used to get bonuses monthly. We voted to change it to quarterly to get more. So when I was getting my bonuses at one point, I was paying those off at higher amounts, and then my dog broke his back, and I put it on that card.
Let's get straight to the point. If you're paying more each month on your mortgage than you'd like, or have a reason for change, it may be time to consider refinancing. Luckily, Money.com has put together a list of its best options. That could be a game changer for you. First off, refinancing with the right company could significantly lower your monthly payments. And who doesn't want to keep more money in their pocket each month? Money.com makes it easy by showing you multiple refinancing options in one place. You can quickly compare companies to find an option that best fits your financial goals. Plus, you might want to tap into your home's equity for renovations or a big purchase. Money.com can help you find the best companies, so you're comparing options to get the deal that enhances your financial flexibility without the extra hassle. And the best part, it's all straightforward. No jargon, no endless browsing. Just a simple, clear path to find a better mortgage situation. So if you're considering refinancing, check out best options at Money.com at the link in the description today. It can seriously be a financial game changer. This is a paid endorsement sponsored by Money.com, which is compensated by its marketing partners.
No, because my dog's really old, so it's really expensive. It's like $176 a month for his. Well,
how much was the?
$550.
But you, with your income, can afford $550. You should have an emergency fund that would cover that. You shouldn't have credit card debt in the first place. This is what happens. That's the consequence of you spending $1,000 a month versus having an emergency fund. Is the next time your dog is sick, you have to pick and choose. Your credit card's already maxed out, so how would you pay another $500? Was there that much of a limit on the USA Bank was $300, Citibank was like a couple hundred, so maybe you max out every card, but what would you do if it's $1,000 thing at the vet? Like, you're pushing yourself to your limit, and maybe you lose a dog. Like, why? Why do that to yourself? And to something that you took on the responsibility of taking care of. It's being an irresponsible owner. You were fucking bitching about Uber. Yeah, on here it's Uber, and then
that's because I had to, with my friend group, we rotate who pays for the Ubers when we go places. and it was my turn to pay for the Ubers.
Then you still can't go out because you're putting it on a card that you're not paying off that is accruing interest that is at its credit limit. If you are responsible when you go out for doing that, then you can't afford to go out. And if you've had 2 late payments on this card as well this year so far, and almost $400 in interest accrued, it is almost like a copy and paste of every stupid card, and then a bookstore, which can't afford. Go to the library. We pay taxes for it, and it's really nice. You're relatively.
I
close
have been
to
to
it
that
anyway.
library.
And it's really nice.
It's kind of overwhelming. It's really big.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh, a building with 5 stories?
Yeah, but if you're looking for something specific, it's like overwhelming.
They have the kiosk where you type it in and it tells you where it is.
Never seen that.
Ask a fucking librarian. You've seen those.
Yeah, I've seen those.
They're in every library.
Yeah, I know.
You can also access them all online.
I do sometimes use online
Cool,
stuff.
good. No more bookstore then. Tell you're out of debt, have a fully funded emergency funding, contributing 20% to retirement so you have a chance of survival. Fuck's sake. What is this?
That is from a time that I tried to
personal loan?
consolidate my debt.
Consolidating debt without fixing the behavior first, ladies and gentlemen. Part 1,058,000. Every episode at this point.
So what happened was I was doing research on I was younger when I did that, and
What's younger? Because you're 20.
I mean, I was
we're
like
both young.
I was like 19 or 20.
Okay.
And I was like trying
Recap.
to figure out what my options were. And it was like, oh, just take this loan and consolidate this debt. And I watched some YouTube videos that were like, yeah, you could do that. It'll help you on interest.
You can do it, and it can help you on interest.
And when I first did it, I wasn't spending on the cards again. But then a year later, I started spending on the cards again. And I also, I did 2 of those.
Yes, I see.
I have 2 debt
It
consolidations.
equals 5,376 across the board. The thing is, you didn't fix your behavior. I mean,
No.
all that is correct that you just said that they were teaching, that you just have to fix your behavior or else you end up in this position. And if you don't think you can fix out the behavior, you need to close the accounts. Not cut up credit cards, close the accounts. If you can't manage it, you can't have access to it. It's just like if you have that on the other side of the room,
I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, booze on the other side of the room.
I would drink it.
Exactly. Like, it's better to not have access to it if we can't control ourselves. And that has to do with that as well. If you cannot control, realize it and figure that out. So again, okay. I did not walk in today and expect this. My gosh.
One of those is nearing the end.
Yeah, one's at 1,168. But even still, I mean, this still takes a bit. 81, let's see. 15.9% interest. Me.
Yeah, that was before I knew anything about interest and what it meant.
Oh, the other one's 15.35.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your the one that's nearing the end? You nearing the end. You're past due on it. You.
I am, yeah.
Nearing the end.
I forgot to pay it.
There's no nearing the end if we don't pay it.
Those are really hard to set up on auto pay.
What?
Those specifically.
Yeah, how?
It's like some stupid thing where it makes deposits into your account and you have to like find them and enter them, and then they'll approve your account for auto pay. And I was trying to set it up and it wouldn't work, so I just gave up.
Minimum monthly payment $329 for both and 32 cents both together.
Yeah.
But we're behind on one. Afterpay, this just keeps going. Oh, we're gapping and gapping and gapping.
It's not funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny.
What?
I didn't realize it was that bad.
What? You're Afterpay?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing? You're gapping, you're funkoing, Isn't that the little bobbleheads?
Yeah.
Gapping.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't realize how many I had.
And then there's a firm as well.
That's from Amazon.
Oh, stop. What do you get? Pull up your Amazon for me. I've seen quite a few Amazons. Pull it up. Let's see. Come on. Pull it up. Yeah, let me see. Pull it up. Little sneaky little peeky onto the Amazon.
I think you're going to laugh at the second purchase.
Oh,
because it is a finance book.
Is it really? Well, at least you're taking the steps. You're just not willing to deal with the confrontation and realizing that you are sometimes the financial diet. Okay, I've heard of that.
It's actually kind of helpful.
Great, but you need to confront your actual issues because you're not doing that. You got a little broom thing, a little...
It's to clean the floors. One of my dogs has a medical condition, and so he can't
How
control
old's that
his
dog?
bladder. He is 2.5.
Get insurance on him?
I haven't yet.
Get insurance on him.
But his is
Get
cheap.
insurance on him.
I've quoted it.
Get insurance on him.
His is like $30.
Get insurance on him. Shirts for days and
I
yoga stuff and booty
buy
shorts.
a lot of clothes.
Lots of booty shorts. So she's out there. Quit like a woman.
It's about
I don't
quitting
think you
drinking.
should. Oh, okay. I think you should.
That's about not drinking.
Dear alcohol and breaking up. Okay. Well, see, some of this is actually showing got a finance book and we want to quit drinking. This is good. Why don't you go to group sessions or anything?
So, funny story. I actually used to go to in this complex.
That is funny.
But then
in this complex?
Yes, in this sweet building.
Wow.
But then the lady that I was meeting with had a stroke.
That's not good.
So then they discontinued my sessions, and I refused to go to AA at all.
Why?
I went to AA when I was younger, and they're a cult. It was the worst experience of my life.
Try to go to a different one. Go with someone.
No,
Come on.
No, I'm not open to that.
You're not open to it?
No, it was literally the worst experience of my life.
Okay. The only thing is just you haven't been able to quit drinking. What you're doing isn't working.
Yeah, I don't think AA is the solution.
Okay, but what you're doing is not working.
No, but that's not going to work.
Okay, but we know for a fact, factually, 100% fact. That's an assumption. Okay, based on experience.
No, it's a fact because I was in AA for 2 years.
When you were young.
And I pretty much got pushed out by a big group of people.
Then you might need to go to a different one. Maybe that person, the group that was running it just wasn't good at it. Lots of lotion. Calm down. Moisturizing everything.
I mean, yeah, you don't want dry skin. It's cold.
No, it is cold, but okay. That wasn't the worst of all purchases. Again, all I'm saying, this is all I'm saying. More than anything, we know for 100% fact what you are doing now is not working.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are all just me recklessly buying clothes.
Yeah, it's $193 a month.
Which really I could pay off in one payment. I just have
Yes, and it's basically about, okay, I'm going to say about $540. Okay. And a firm, $173. Why not just pay that off? $43 a month.
I don't know why I didn't. I was stoned when I did that.
You need to stop all of it. You go to every substance.
Yeah, I've tried
That is
a
your
lot of
escape.
stuff.
That is your escape.
I like to say that's how I relax.
But now you know no other way to relax because now you're on edge if you're not doing that.
I mean, that's just how I grew up.
Okay, and that obviously sucks. And your dad...
Not my dad. I was raised by my aunt and uncle.
Okay, and that obviously sucks, but if that is how I relax, that means you can't relax without it. And when I'm looking at you, I can tell. $173 is the balance, $43. You're sober right now?
100%.
100%?
Yes.
Okay.
I have not used a single substance today.
Good. I wouldn't want you on if you're not sober.
That's a medical bill.
Yeah, $1,628.
Yeah.
What happened?
Pre-cancer. That's what that's.
Pre-cancer? What's pre-cancer?
I have precancerous cells.
So what do you do with that?
That's a biopsy from the.
And now what?
I'm supposed to have surgery.
Where?
I don't think that matters.
I guess not, but it's just a conversation. That's fine.
It's personal.
Yeah, this whole thing is, but it's okay. $1,628. Have you called them and got on a monthly payment?
No, because I want to call the insurance first because they're denying the whole thing.
Call the insurance first.
And I don't think that's accurate.
Call the insurance first, try to work with them, and then from there, potential negotiate with hospital, and then from there, from there, then get on a monthly payment.
That's kind of why I haven't started that one because I need to.
Yeah, well, start it now.
Yeah.
Not the payment, but get in contact with them now.
Okay.
Okay, $121 in this checking. Is that all the debt?
That's all the debt.
Okay.
Nothing else. Everything else is paid.
Barton Hills. That's like a mall, right?
No, that is a food, like a little convenience store, I think.
Great. Stopping in and getting probably booze or vapes or bullshit.
I think getting booze and vapes.
Sure you were. Going in and getting some BS, Afterpay, and Thunder Chef. Thunder
Chef is La Vodka.
Twin Liquors.
Yeah.
And Copperhead. And going in and getting some BS and Taco Cabana. Thunder Chef. Headway's
Therapy.
Okay, good. Radio Coffee. Going in Target, getting some BS. Sheba Hut, McDonald's. There it is. There was your payment that was rejected.
Yeah.
So you got a rejected fucking pay.
Yeah.
Did you get hit with any overdrafts
No.
or anything? Okay. Good.
No, I have it set up to where it can't overdraft
So
at
now
all.
you're just getting fees on the other things that you're not paying on time. Okay. Venmoing out $60. Liquor $13.52. Going and getting some BS. Netflix. Getting some BS. Habit Restore. What is that?
It's a thrift store.
Twin Liquors ATM withdrawal $100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Venmo $100. Worst Fest. Cash App out $50. Going in and getting some BS. Amazon. Target BS. Taco Bell. Amazon. Target. Market Work. Afterpay. Lavaca. Cash App out $100, Venmo out $60. Conveniently looks the same constantly. Zelling out $10, going and getting some BS. Afterpay, McDonald's, Market Work. Kindle. Again, we have the fucking library.
Yeah, I
Lavaca,
actually have
Thunder Chef.
the Libby app now, so I can use those books instead of using the subscription.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
What?
$100 in from My Flex? What is that? Are you prepaying? Are you pre-paychecking?
Yeah, we have an app called FlexPay, and I'm taking my paycheck early when I need money.
There has to be fees and stuff.
Well,
they don't just do it for free out of generosity.
Yes and no. So
go on.
If you have it hit your bank account instantly, it's $3.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, how much? How often?
Weekly.
Are you why?
The FlexPay the FlexPay is a recent thing.
I'm so done. It's recent, so it's only getting worse.
I haven't used it before.
Great.
Until we started going out a lot more.
Oh, you leave these friends. Has your therapist told you that?
Yeah. She thinks that I should get some hobbies.
There's nothing I can do here.
She thinks I should get.
There's nothing I can do here. If your therapist has been talking to you about this, if your family and friends and people around you and coworkers have been talking to you about this,
it's hard to change habits.
There is nothing I can do here. I am not different.
It's hard to change habits.
Great. But again, there's nothing I can do here.
I mean,
I appreciate
this
you
puts
coming
it in perspective for me. I just don't realize how bad my friend group is or anything. Like,
only everyone around you has ever told you.
Yeah,
your dad's not helping you by enabling. He knows you went to rehab and he knows you spend $1,000 a month on, and he enables you. Bad parent.
I don't think he knows what I'm buying per se.
Oh, you said he did.
He knows some of it, not
everything. What does he know?
Shrooms and marijuana.
And he's okay with that? Even though you already have been to rehab.
Yes.
I wouldn't care about recreationally casual.
He's fine with that.
Things, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous because of your past.
I think that I try not to think about the past.
That's not help.
But I realize now that my friends are probably.
I'm not saying don't beat yourself up over the past, but if you recognize a problem in the past, that's okay because it prevents you from doing dumb shit in the future.
No, and I feel like I'm trying to cut.
What do you mean? You spent $2,000 more than you made. Shut the f***. You don't know what the word trying is. You are now cash advancing because you're going out more. That is not trying. Shut the f*** up. You're never going to get ahead if you literally say you're trying. You're not. Do not give yourself that kind of credit. You are not. You went and got some bullshit Par Fargo and Taco Cabana and more Cash App, $100, selling out $20, Barton Hills, Randall's, Latvica, yeah, going and getting some BS, Cash Apping out $100 and going and getting some BS. Another withdrawal was rejected. Oh, Food Mart, DoorDash, McDonald's. This is insane, dude. Latvica, going in and getting some BS. How long is this? This is so much spending.
I did not realize it was that much.
Work, dude. I don't think we're halfway through. We're not halfway through it.
I did not realize that
ridiculous, dude.
A lot of it is Lavaca.
What is that?
It's a bar.
Market Work, Mac at Work, Cash App, bar, Cash App, Venmo, going and getting some BS Fo, Cash App, selling out Taco Bell, going and getting some BS McDonald's, Cash App, Market Work. I'm just going to fly through this because it's just stupid. Mod Pizza, bar, going and getting some BS, Cash App, car wash. We live in Austin.
I drove to Utah, so my car was covered in bugs.
Okay. Throw a bucket of water on it.
I thought about that, but the apartment complex won't let us like wash or detail our cars.
Throw a bucket of water.
No, they were stuck on there from the sun.
Nourish nutrition because we're living a very healthy life.
That's a dietitian.
Yeah.
I see a dietitian.
I think that's the least of your worries.
Well, I have eating disorders, so.
Oh my fuck. Okay.
That's why I see her.
Okay. Then yes, that is a good purchase. That is a good purchase. I thought you meant just trying to get on. Which one?
Binging and then starving myself at the same time.
Okay. Good. Then keep that up. Keep going with the person, not the disorder. With the.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep seeing her.
I binge as well. That's why I have tits. I'm a man, and I
have tits too.
Well, you're supposed to. I am very titty. Yeah. That one tickled you. Okay.
Sorry.
Tattoos, bar, Domino's, went in, got some BS, Afterpay, another which all rejected, ATM withdraw, Cash App, Market Work, Mac at Work, Spotify, going in, getting some BS, Taco Bell, Afterpay, Apple Cash sent, withdraw rejected, Venmoing out, the Jackalope.
Jackalope is part of Copperhead.
Going in, getting some BS. Discovery. And Discovery? You pay for Discovery?
It's Discovery Plus because I'm addicted to true crime and 90 Day Fiancé.
You're addicted to a lot of things.
I know.
90 Day Fiancé is on H. Well, I don't want you to.
No, that one's more expensive. That's why I didn't get it.
It is.
Because that one is only like.
Listen, I love good trash TV.
That's the only reason I have Discovery. Like Netflix, I canceled that because I don't even watch it. And Discovery Plus is the only streaming subscription that I have.
And then Target. Oh my gosh. Dude, we're an hour and a half. This is insane.
Yeah, it's bad.
I guess we can see if there's any room here. I mean, you obviously have other things to work on before the finances are even important.
No, but I think that the finances are still affecting me. I think that if I see that I can figure it out, it'll make me more motivated to actually do it.
I hope so. I would rather you deal with your addiction without the extra stress of other stuff. Deal with that, then we can focus on the budget part.
Yeah, but as long as I'm stressed about the budget, I'm not gonna do better.
Oh, fair play. Something you'll have to talk to your therapist about. Possibly an addiction counselor as well, which I highly recommend. Well, thank you. Thank you, Miss Lindsay. I look forward to this delicious tea in the post show. I'm excited. What could it be? Because you've I don't know. I feel like I've heard, this entire episode's been tea. This is crazy.
It's a lot of tea.
Got a paper cut. Okay, so $3,800. Your minimum monthly payments.
I really feel like the minimum payments are not unmanageable. I'm just being stupid and prioritizing what I want to do over what I need to do.
Well, not including your college was paid for?
I didn't go to college.
That's right.
When I was supposed to graduate high school, I dropped out to go to rehab.
Right. Not including the medical bill, because we don't know what that would be yet. Our minimum payment is $1,096.58, meaning you do that plus your minimum monthly drug payments, and you only have $1,800 left of your $3,800. See where we're going wrong? What's your rent?
Well, right now I'm paying $11.45, but I'm about to move.
When?
This week.
2?
A cheaper unit for $700.
Very good. Utilities, let's say $250.
Not even
for the new place. Let's just be conservative.
Okay.
Internet, let's include that all in. Okay. Gas, vroom vroom, drive. How much?
For a month, $150.
Car insurance?
That's also $155.
Necessary food, you can do $300. You know, I'm gonna move that to $400 just in case your dietitian has extra needs.
Okay, thank you.
Because I want you to be healthy there. TP fund, $100. Dietitian, and therapist, how much a month?
Well, dietitian, therapist, and psychiatrist is a total in a month of $120.
Any other medicals?
Yeah, and then I pay every 3 months. I pay $100 for medication.
Okay. So we'll add 34 for that. Okay. Okay. No subscriptions. You're going to get $35 pet insurance for the one you can because they're young and healthy. Except for that weird little disorder, but I think that's okay.
He has hydrocephalus.
Okay. I'm going to say $50 a month. Gym?
That automatically comes out of my paycheck. So, like, before taxes even come out.
Oh, no. What did you sign up for?
It's only $24.
What did you sign up for?
It's just Gold's Gym.
And that comes out before. Okay.
Yeah, so our job, we get a discounted membership, but you can cancel it at any time.
Anything else that needs to be in? I know, you just don't see it, like, in your bill, so you're less likely to cancel it. I mean, that's, like, good business.
I do check my pay stubs, though, so I do see it on there.
That's what you check is your pay stubs?
Yeah, I do check that. Okay. To make sure it's right.
Spending. Okay. Anything else that needs to be in your budget?
No, that should be everything.
Okay. Well, $3,055.52, $3,800 is what you have. I'm gonna put you on a tight budget for a second, but we can eventually put in some fun because I know cold turkey on everything is very difficult, and I don't necessarily want you to do that. But $744.48 is what you have left on a monthly basis. We could budget in some fun, but let's just do an example. Let's just see where we are today. Let's include the medical, and let's just see how long in general that would take to pay off. You know, not including interest. But, you know, that makes up for being able to roll in the minimum monthly payments that you're paying off.
Okay.
Takes 30 months. It's pretty rough. 2.5 years. So, well, no, basically.
Pretty much 3.
Yeah, basically. So here's my philosophy on this. I mean, I go tight budget for a lot of people, especially when they're in like the death scenario. But with all the things you have going on and working with the dietitian and the issues we have and the addiction things, my thing is, and this is my philosophy that goes for everyone, just I don't think a lot of the people need it that I talk to. I would rather this take 4 years with you having some fun if it means you accomplish it in 4 years than having a less likely percentage chance of accomplishing it in a shorter amount of time by going hard. So if you put in here fun money, let's say a couple $100 a month, and that stretches this out to 4 years, or $150 a month.
I think I need to really go low on that fun money.
Well, as low as you can, sure, but I would rather whatever gets you the highest percent chance. There is,
I think it's realistic to spend $100.
But that's the thing. The thing is, if I give you some fun money and it stretches it from 4 years to 10 years, like no,
I don't want that.
No. But that's when I would say that philosophy doesn't work anymore. But if we're going from 3 to 4 years, but we have a 100% chance of completing it versus a 70% chance, I'm gonna go for the 100. Okay. So budget that in. Talk to the advisor, use the mental health resources, use the classes, figure that out. You're going to have to figure out some of this. And we'll hold your hand. Ask questions as you have them. Come back for follow-ups. Send us emails, all the stuff. Use the Discord. But for now, I would rather this to go to 4 years. Give yourself about $150 for fun. You need to manage this and learn how to build a budget and learn how to stick to it, because that's you. Again, I'm not a magic pill. This puts your situation in perspective. This gives you a light idea of what to do, and then there's resources, but I'm not a magic pill. Guys, make sure to join our YouTube membership. Join us for the post show and all the exclusive financial audits, live streams, and extra shows that we do where you can call in and ask your own financial questions. Make sure you guys join that. Hammer Elite for your best value. For the Hammer Financial Score for you today, spending a budget you overspent, 0 out of 10. Debt, no collections for what it's worth, but they're all pretty much maxed out. It's almost as bad as it gets. Yeah, 1 out of 10. Emergency fund, a penny. 0 out of 10. Retirement, you're behind, but you're also, for someone that.
I just started contributing 2 years ago, though, so I feel like.
Well, I know, but we're trying to get you to $75,000 by 30.
Which
One
I
times your income by 30.
Well, I originally was contributing 10%.
Okay.
But it really, kind of fucked me.
Well, you can do that when debt's gone.
Yeah, and what happened is because I had debt, it made my paycheck too small.
I'm going to give you a 3 out of 10 there, and then real estate 0 out of 10. So, Hammer Financial Score, that is going to be a 1 out of 10. Get yours, the link in the description below. And guys, make sure to check out our resources before you go to the post show. 15% off all of our education bundled together. It's the best that is offered online. I'm confident in that, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee if it is not for you. See you in the post show. He doesn't know you do.
No.
Do you actually want to fix this?
I would.
Are you willing to call and tell him?
Right now? Yeah, I'll call my dad.
And you'll tell him that you spend $1,000 a month on and you're willing to just confess.
I'll tell him right now.
Hello.
I spent $1,000, and that includes.
To watch the financial audit post show, click the join button below.